Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Boots One Stop Shop, y'all. Welcome to day 34. Welcome to day 34. Today, we're going to talk about tax forms that you should be aware of or workbooks that you should be aware of. Everything that I'm going to show you guys, you can find on irs.gov. And just download them, guys. This is information that you need to read for your business and go over what you should tax prepare if you don't understand it. But basically right here, this is instructions for the requester of the form W-9. And it basically goes into tell you what you use it for. And it's basically if you are you run your own business, a W-9 is what you would, like if you're going to contract out to somebody else, a W-9 is what you would fill out and give to them so you can get paid. Basically, is my understanding of it. They talk about the TIN, which it says the TIN is generally your social security number. ITIN is usually your social security number. Your EIN, of course, is your employer number and things like that. And things like that. So it tells you, payments exempt from backup without holding, payees, and account holders exempt from FATCA reporting. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, you definitely want to go through and read this in its full entirety before you do your W-9, right? And then here we actually have the W-9 itself. So you got to put your name on here, your business name. You would check if you're an individual, sole proprietor, or single member LLC, C Corp, S Corp, partnership, trust, estate, limited liability company, into the tax classification, C Corporation, S Corporation, or partnership. So basically, y'all, C Corp and S Corp, it's a tax. It's a tax bracket. It's not really a corporation or anything like that. A lot of people will be like, oh, I'm going to be a C Corp or S Corp. It's really a tax bracket, y'all. It's a tax. It's how you tax yourself. Okay, and then it comes down here, you should have the taxpayer identification number, the TIN, which is basically your social security number, or you can use your EIN, which would be your employer identification number, right? And then you would come down even further. It's a sign here. You would date it. Then it tells you general information. So you got these other forms that you may have to fill out and things like that. And then you keep scrolling. You know what I'm saying? It tells you your penalties, your specific instructions for everything. All right. Secure your tax records from identity theft. Privacy Act. All right. And that's basically it. I think the only form that you would literally send back is this first page right here. The rest of it is probably just information for you to read. All right, and it says give form to the requester, do not send to the IRS. All right, so this form basically would go to whoever you're going to subcontract yourself to. So if I was going to subcontract myself to let's say, construction company to notarize all of their documents, or to bring wood in for them or something like that, I would give them the W-9, so I would be subcontracted to them, but I'm still my own entity, but they would be paying me. So that's basically what a W-9 is if you are contracting to somebody. A 1099 is basically just your business. All right, so this right here is general instructions for certain information returns. Basically, this is the 2021 guide for it. And it kind of goes over here, it kind of tells you corrected returns on paper forms, void returns, electronic reporting, filing returns with IRS, where to file, when to file, backup withholding, penalties, payments to corporations and partnerships, earnings on any IRA. It just goes through a lot of information for you guys, and it is it's 31 pages long. And like I said, these are downloadable off of irs.gov. You know what I'm saying? It says you must file, things like that, nominee, middleman returns, successor, predecessor, reporting, combined reporting blah, 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 blah. Procedure. Statement required. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good information here. You definitely want to read through this. And like I said, all of these forms are on the irs.gov website. Get them, download them, read them, understand them. I'm still in the process of reading all of this so that I know what's going on when I have to file my taxes and everything for the business. You don't want to be caught slipping. All right, this is the federal income tax withholding methods, percentage methods, tables for automated payroll systems, wage bracket method tables for manual payroll systems with forms W-4 from 2020 or later, wage bracket method tables for manual payroll systems with forms W-4 from 2009 or earlier, percentage method tables or manual payroll systems with forms W-4 from 2020. All right, and this is basically for all people that work for themselves. This is not for our W-2 individuals. These are W-4s, W-9s, and 1099 individuals is what all this information is for. All right, so you got the percentage method tables for automatic payroll systems. It basically, you go in here and you fill in the amounts. You know what I'm saying? Semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, semi-monthly, bi-weekly, weekly, or daily. Basically amounts here is what you would enter. It says enter the employee's total taxable wages this payroll period. You know what I'm saying? And you would enter that amount into the number of pay periods you have per year. And you would enter that in B, and then C, multiply the amount on line 1A by the number on line 1B. You know what I'm saying? And I guess this right here would be the numbers that they would multiply them by and keep it pushing, you know, and you would go through and keep doing that. It has the standard withholding rate schedules. Then it has it over here for individuals with the W-4. This right here is W-4, but it's really your W-2. But W-4 for 2020, no later than 2020. All right. And then this one over here is also W-4, merit joint filing. So the amounts are pretty much the same. All right, miss something. Wage bracket here. Method tables for manual payroll systems with forms W-4 from 2020. So this would be basically if you didn't have an automated system doing it. All right. So that's how that would go if you didn't, you know. And then they got the so you got the wage brackets. So it tells you what their standard withholding would be, how much they would be taking out of, I guess, their checks and stuff like that. Single, married, you know, would have a little bit of standing on it, not much. So this basically kind of tells you how much should be coming out of their check type situation. And this is the whole guide on that. All right, so this one right here, wage bracket method table for manual payroll systems with forms W-4 from 2019 or earlier. So this one goes back a little further. It says keep for your records. So you would basically keep up with, you know, what you paid them and things like that for your record keeping. And then it goes back into charts. All right, so this basically just tells you, you know, how much is supposed to be withheld out of your checks and things like that. All right, so we're gonna slide. What is that? Get off. All right, so this is the next one. Slide this back to the top here. So this is the tax guide for 2020 returns, your federal tax income for 2020 returns, y'all. And you basically, right here, you see right here, they got all the forms right here that you can actually just tap on and download. So for instance, reporting tip income. You tap it, we're gonna say the PDF here. And there you go. There's the PDF for it. Just that quick, that simple. Yeah, I got the PDF. All right. So it's that simple to get these. Oh, crap. It's that simple. Killed my share. Hold on. It's that simple to get these PDFs. Like I just got that PDF like that. Okay. So all right, now on to tax calendars. It basically tells you your first quarters for your tax calendar for general, for employers, for all of this stuff. Hey y'all, sorry about that. My daughter walked in. So tax calendars is basically telling you the general tax calendar, the breakdown, the employer's tax calendar, the I don't know what kind of tax calendar it is. How to get your tax help, background information for using the tax calendars, things like that. So y'all know they break everything down in like quarters. Like every quarter is like 3 months long. So you know what I'm saying? So first quarter right here, you see it's January, February to the end of March. And then second quarter starts in April and runs to June. And then third quarter is July, looks like July to September, I want to say. And then it looks like the fourth quarter is October to December. All right. So they break it down in like 3-month periods for the different quarters. So when you hear big corporations be like, oh yeah, third quarter I was in the black, fourth quarter I was in the red. That's what they're talking about, the 3-month quarters and everything. So this basically just breaks them down, kind of tells you what forms you need to be filing during certain months in the quarter and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It kind of breaks down your paydays, breaks down your payroll dates, all of that jazz. So if you know, depending on how you paying your people, this would be very, very, very helpful. Then it also has links in here for tax help. They got YouTube videos, y'all, the whole 9, online EIN application, which I tried that in another video. It is not working right now. Maybe it might be back up by the time this video is uploaded, but it didn't work in that one. So I actually downloaded the form, and I will be sending that in for my EIN number. All right, so now I'm gonna go into this. So this is Business Casualty Disaster and Theft Loss Workbook. Definitely something you need to download so that you can read upon this. And there's a how to use this workbook. Read publication 547 to learn about the tax rules for casualties, disasters, and thefts. So basically, like right now, people are probably getting a lot of casualties because of the pandemic. So this would probably come in handy to reach out to these different agencies and things like that, and pretty much tell them your losses and stuff like that and see what they can do and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got your insurance reimbursement gain from casualty or theft, fair market value before casualty, fair market value after casualty, column 5 minus column 6, smaller of column 2 or column 7, casualty theft loss. So basically you would write down what it cost you, what the insurance would reimburse you, would you gain from the casualty or theft, then you got the before and after cost on that. So that's basically what this is and everything. But I would definitely download this because this workbook right here is probably the most valuable right now. Because you know, that's like, let's say for instance you got a storefront to get broken into, you need to know how to file that basically, or how to report it and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So this would definitely be a valuable workbook. Business Casualty Disaster and Theft Loss Workbook would definitely be valuable to download. And as y'all can see right here, it's the P584B. Definitely download that. And this right here I thought was helpful, or at least something y'all should read, is the Bankruptcy Tax Guide. It was revised February 2020. And it just goes through here. It tells you the tax compliance requirements, individual in chapter 12 or 13, individuals in chapter 7 or 11, partnerships or corporations, demonstration of tax, court jurisdiction over tax, federal tax claims, debt cancellation, like all of that. So this would definitely be something else that you guys should download and read. In case you ever have to file bankruptcy, I hope no one ever does. But if you do, you definitely want to get this as well. It's a 1041 form here. U.S. income tax returns for estates and trusts. You know, it's got it fakely. Y'all see that right there? They got this fakely, they got the fake person's info in it. All right. And everything. And it puts, so this is basically an example. They got an example in here for y'all. Cool. So they got an example in here for you guys to know how to actually fill this form out. So I don't have to try to guess and explain. So they actually have a sample one in here to show you guys how to actually turn this in. All right. And I'm just going to scroll through it here. But definitely download this, guys. I think this is going to be a great read. I haven't actually had the chance yet to sit down and read these forms that I'm showing y'all. But I'm showing you guys because I believe this is good information. A lot of people, nobody's putting this information out, but IRS.gov is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I've downloaded a lot of forms. This is just a few, but I've downloaded a lot of forms that I'm going to be reading. In any case I ever have to do any of this stuff, I do have the forms already. Because W-9 I'm going to need for my other business because I will be subcontracted to them. As far as this business that I'm running right now, this would be more so a 1099 business. And I don't have that form up, but this is a 1099 business. So let me pull that form up for you guys. Hold on. So we're going to go to irs.gov. And we're going to pull up the 1099 form. All right, so we're going to slide it down. So this is what it looks like. And this ain't the right one. Oh, dang. I closed the whole thing off. That was not the right 1099 form. Hold on. So you go in, you basically type in what form you need. It says miscellaneous. I don't think that's the right form, though. Because we got different types of this form. But I do know that we are a 1099. We would file 1099. I'm going to have to find the exact form because these ain't it. These ain't it. Them ain't it. So I'm going to have to find the exact form and show you guys in another video. But we definitely would be 1099 individuals when we file. Got my 10 here. So just know that. All right. So day 34, y'all. Some tax forms for you guys and some tax workbooks that y'all should definitely read. Go on irs.gov, download them things, read them. I'm out.